This conference will now be recorded.
In the previous session, we started discussing about the collections. Okay, there are three types of collections: list, set, map. Okay, and list is nothing but it is an Apex class which is provided by the Salesforce. Okay, which is provided by the Salesforce. Class means it is a combination of variables plus methods plus constructor, right? In list also we have a lot of methods are there. Based on our requirement we will use those method. From where we will find those method is nothing but go to the Google and you have to type it as a list class in Apex Salesforce. Okay, list class in Apex Salesforce. Okay, we will get this one from the Apex developer guide. We will get this one. Now see, and here you have to find all the methods. Okay, no need to remember all these methods. So whatever the methods we are discussing, that is enough. Now coming into here, the main functionality of the list is duplicates are allowed. And the second important point is order based. Okay, order based. And one more point is zero based index. Functionality means we have to explain only these two. Okay, like order based, duplicates are allowed. For our information, list is zero based index in the sense means suppose we will add the elements to the list, the starting point from it will store the elements from zero position. It will store the elements from the zero position like this. Okay, I'm trying to storing element. This is assume that this is my list. I'm trying to storing the elements in the list. Okay, it one I'm trying to storing, two I'm trying to storing, three I'm trying to storing, four I'm trying to storing, five. So it is from zero position it will add. This is first position, this is second position, this is third position, this is fourth position. That's why list are zero based index. Now suppose we want to use list, we want to create one list with integers. That is my requirement. Go and create one list. In that list you have to store only integers. Then how we are going to create new list of new list is a class, right? List is a class. Suppose I want to create an instance for a class. How we will create an instance for a class? New a, right? For example, class name is a means new a. Here also new list. In this list what we are trying to storing, we have to tell to the system. While creating an instance we have to tell to the system, in this list we are trying to storing integers. In this list we are trying to storing integer. Is the reference variable is nothing but l, and here the variables, whatever the variables we are declared, we have to specify the data type, right? Again in the left hand also, left hand side also we have to specify the same one, list of integers. Now we have to add the element to the list. We have to add the elements to the list. How to add the elements to the list? So we have a method, we have one method that is nothing but add method. We have one method that is nothing but add method. Click on this one, it will go to here. Suppose we want to add the elements, in the sense means this is a variable dot add. Which element we are trying to adding? This element, because of here this is an integer, right? This is an integer. Okay, this is an integer. Okay, so the system it will add at a zero position. Like that you will just go and add n number of elements. How many elements we will add is nothing but maximum is 1200, 1275, like between 1300 only. Between 1300 only maximum, that number of elements we will add to the list. So then what are the methods are there? What are the methods are there in the list? Which methods we will use is nothing but the first method is nothing but get method. Okay, in the list class we have get method is there. Get means suppose I want to get at the second position element. At the second position element, which element is there? That we have to get. Why we have to get? Forget about that. We are learning the syntaxes, and syntaxes we are learning. So now my requirement is I want to get the second element. How to get the second element? So get method we are trying to using. Second means second position. Second position means it will start from 0, right? So 0 1 2, as a result we will get 9. As a result we will get 9. Now coming into here we have one more method, that is nothing but size method. So in this list how many elements are there? I want to find. We want to find how many elements are there. Then we will just go on to use size. How many elements are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6. List size is nothing but 6. Now we have one more method, that is nothing but is empty. So this list is empty or not. So this list is not empty, right? In this list elements are there, right? So which method we will use regularly? Size method we will use regularly, or is empty method we will use regularly? In the sense means is empty. Is empty is the best practice. So instead of size we will just go and use is empty wherever it is possible. Wherever it is possible. Why is empty is the best one? Is nothing but, for example, go to here. I have this list. In this list I have 100 elements are there. 1 2 3 4, like 100 elements are there. Whenever we are using size method, then what system it will do? It will check 1 2 3 4 5 up to end. It will check. Oh, size is finally 100. It will write. So it will take some time, right? For example, coming into is empty, first here it will come. Yes, this it will check one element is there, at least one element is there, at least one element. Yes, it will come out of this list. So is empty, it will come out of this list, it will come out of this list. So is empty is the best one. Okay, is empty is the best one. Why means size means it will check complete list. The is empty means it will check the first element and it will came out. With this process time it will improve. So wherever it is possible, we will just go and use is empty method. Now here contains method. We have one more method, that is nothing but contains method. Contains method is nothing but it will check whether any element is there with this one, whatever we are specifying, right? If it is there means it will return true. If it is there means it will return true. So like that we have sort method is there. Sort means it will sort in ascending order. We have ascending order and a descending order. Okay. So small to big, big to small. Okay. So it will start in ascending order. How we will find whether it will start in ascending order or not is nothing but go to that particular method. See, go to here, sort method is there, right? List is sort, automatically it will sort. No need to perform anything. See, sort is method, right? Here they will provide that information. Sorts the item in the list in ascending order. Okay, in the ascending order. Suppose we want to sort in the descending order means we have to customize. We have to customize. List clear means suppose I want to clear this list. I want to remove all the elements from this particular list. Then we will just go and use clear method. So this method we have to remember. This method we have to remember. Okay, we will use regularly in our application. Regularly in our application. Now coming into here, we will go with the set. We will go with the set. Okay. Now, what is the syntax for the set? What is the syntax for the set? Set of any data type. Set of any data type. Okay, any data type. How many data types are there? Primitive data types we discussed, right? Okay, set yes is equals to new set of any data type. Any data type. Set is also one Apex class which is provided by the Salesforce. Set is also one Apex class. Apex class is nothing but, suppose I am writing one class means what? Inside class I have constructors are there, methods are there, variables are there. Like that, Salesforce by default provide some classes. Some of the classes are list set map. Okay, set is one Apex class. Set is one Apex class. So suppose I want to use set means you will just go and create an instance, new set. While creating an instance itself, you have to specify the data type. You have to specify the data type. My requirement is okay, define a set with integers. Define a set with integers. Okay, so set of same, everything is same. Instead of list, we will just go and use set here. Set of integer is equals to new set of integer. Okay. Now I will just go and add the elements to the set. We will just go and add elements to the set. Go to the Google and you have to search. Go to the Google and you have to search. Any set methods are there. Set is an Apex class, right? Go to here. It is set. This is a list. Okay. See here set. Yeah, set class is there, right? Set class. This is developer guide. Okay. This is developer guide. See, these are same set class method. Set methods are there. Okay, based on our requirement we will just go and use. Now we are trying to adding the elements to the set. Add elements to the set. How to add the elements to the set? Yes dot add of to any order. Yes dot add of 3, and the next one is s dot add of 1, and the next one is s dot add of 2, and the next one is s dot add of 9, and the next one is s dot add of 10. Okay, we added elements to the set. Now for our understanding purpose, we will print this set. How we are going to print, how we are going to display, this is for our understanding. So I will just go and use system.debug. Set is okay, set plus yes, for our understanding what this set contains. We will just go and print it here. Now go to here and we have to select this one, execute highlighted. Okay, execute highlighted. Now go to here, we will see the logs. Logs here, we will just go and see it. Yeah, debug only. See, this is my set. Go to here, this is my result. 1 2 3 9 10. See, 1 2 3 9 10. Here you have to observe the first point. I added two times. We added two times, but it is not taking 2 times, right? But here it is not taking 2 times, right? So means duplicates are not accept, right? Duplicates are not accept. Okay, duplicates are not accept in the set. The second one is here. You have to observe which order we added. Okay, 1 2, which order we added. Order is also not guaranteed, right? First we added 2, next 3, 1 2 9 10. See, order is not guaranteed right here. It is not sorting in ascending order. It is not like that. Order is not guaranteed. It will take any order. Okay, order is not guaranteed. So what is the difference between set and list? List, duplicates are allowed, order is guaranteed. Set means duplicates are not allowed, order is not guaranteed. We are clear, right? So I am adding the elements here, but it is not taking the duplicates, and order is also not guaranteed, right? Okay, now what are the methods in the set? Means same method, whatever we discussed, right? The same method. For example, go to here. See, add is one method, clear is one method, contains is one method, and the next one is empty is one method, size is one method. Okay, size is, suppose we want to remove, all the same methods whatever we discussed in the list. Set is also the having the same method, but the difference between the functionality is set is duplicates are not allowed. Okay, duplicates are not allowed, and it is not order based. List is duplicates are allowed and it is order based. That is the main difference. Any questions on this one? Any questions?
And
Now
this
coming,
sorry,
yes.
and this also starts with a 0. The
For example, go to here. Here there is no get method, I think. See here.
Ramesh, can you please record this session?
Session is recorded. It is recording.
Okay, sure.
See, there is no get method. See here, there is no indexes like that, Nirmala. In this, there is no get method. There is no indexes. Means one only it will store.
means no, I didn't get it. What is that? That
There
means
is no
what?
one
Okay.
second. See here, just go and use get of 2. Okay, get of 2. See here, we will just go and execute this file. See, there is no get method. Okay, there is no get method here. Get method is not in the sense means it is indexed. There is no index based. From one only it will store like that. Okay, from only there is, first of all, there is no index. But how it will store? We
But
will
we
treat
can
them like,
no, the question is okay. So that means that the 2 and any number, any places the numbers can store it, but the maximum of 1200, the same thing, is it?
any places in the sense means we will treat them like one position like.
Yeah, see, if when we get the 0th position, the 2, it is not storing in the 0th position or the same like like we saw in list, right? The list had it starts from the 0th position to 1200 up to 1200, that the max limit that it can store, right? So here
Yes.
the max limit is 1200, but there is no positioning.
There is no positioning, but we will treat them like one like that only, but there is no position. Okay, but there is no positioning, because if positioning is there means there is a get method.
I will
If
get
the method means there is no position here. Okay,
got it.
It,
Thanks.
it has no index value.
and there is no index value.
List has index value. Based on index value, we can get the values from the list. But set didn't have any index.
Yes, here you have to observe. Okay, there is no method, right? There is no method. Add method, clear method, clone method, contains all. So equals as code. See, there is no get method, which, and there is no method which are related to indexes. So that's why there is no index. Okay. And any other questions? Okay. Now coming into another data type, that is nothing but map. Okay. Map syntax is like this. Okay. Map syntax is like this. Map of any data type, any data type, any data type, okay, any data type, two values here, means variable name is equals to new. Say map is also one class, map is also one class, set is class, list is class. Okay, any data type, okay, any data type, okay, any data type, okay, any data type. Here first two data type we will call it as a first one. This is nothing but second one. Okay, this is nothing but second one. This is nothing but first one, and this is nothing but second one. Okay, second one. Okay, so map is a combination of two data types. Okay, map is a combination of two data types. The first data type we will call it as a key. The first two data type we will call it as a key. Okay, first two data type we will call it as a key. The second data type we will call it as a, the second data type we will call it as a associated value. Associated value, value which is associated with that particular key. So map is an apex class. Map is an apex class. What is the syntax of the map is nothing but it will take two data types. The first data type technically we will call it as a key. The second data type technically we will call it as a value, the associated value. So my requirement is define a map with the integer and string. Okay, define a map with integer and string, my requirement. So how I will define? Map of integer comma string. Okay, map of integer comma string is equals to new map of, in the left hand side which one we are using, in the right hand side also we have to use the same one. First one as an integer, the second one as a string. Why we have to write like this means we'll discuss. Okay, so this is my syntax, this is my syntax. Okay, my requirement is write one map. In that map it will take the keys as the integer, associated values are the string. So whenever we are writing this line, the system allocated the space like this, the system it will allocate space like this. Okay, this is the map. The reference for this one is nothing but, the reference for this one is nothing but MA. Okay, now we want to add the elements to this particular map. How to add the elements in the set list? How we are going to add? By using add method, right? By using add method. But here we will just go and use put method. Put method. What is your key? Key is nothing but, integer, right? Integer, I'm just adding one, and the string is nothing but associated value. Generally strings in which format apex programming it will accept? It will accept in the, single quote, right? So now I am adding elements to this particular string. Why, how we are going to add is nothing but by using put method. By using put method we are trying to adding. Yes, while adding, which format we are adding? So this map is in this format, so we have to add in this format only. in this format only. So whenever we are adding the elements to the map, then it will store like this. So this is map, the first element is nothing but 1. Okay, this is nothing but a, this is a key, the associated value, this is key and associated value here. Suppose I want to add one more element, ma dot put of 2 comma y. Okay, 2 comma y, ma dot and another one is ma dot, see here, ma dot put of 9 7 any value here x, any value here x, and ma dot put of 8, okay, any value here, okay, any value here. So how the map it will store? The first one is 1 comma a, right? The second one is nothing but here, what is the key? 2. What is the associated value? Y. What is the associated value? Y. The next one is what? The next one is nothing but what? 7. So 7 and the associated value is nothing but x. What is the next one here? 8. What is the associated value? U. So map is nothing but it is a key and value pairs. Map is nothing but it is a key and value pairs. The first parameter we will call it as a key, then the second one is the associated value, how we are going to add the elements to the map is nothing but by using put method. System dot debug, and now I am trying to printing map values are we are trying to printing. Why we are using system dot debug? This is for our understanding purpose. What is there in this map? I want to find what is there in this map. We want to find. Now I am executing this one, execute highlight. Now go to here and go to debug only, see here. Now here you have to observe, this is the result. One second. Now go to here. Again, I will just go and execute this one. Go to here, execute highlighted. Okay, execute highlighted. It is generating the logs, and these logs are automatically opening. From this log, we are trying to taking only debug values. Okay, debug statements here. This is my result. One key associated value means we are adding one value. That value is related to one only. Okay. We are adding one value, that value is linked with 2. We are adding one value, that value is linked with 7. So key 7 is nothing but key associated value. 8 is key, the associated value is nothing but u. Now we will just go and see the methods. Okay, go to here, Apex class, go to here. What are the methods are there? Map is very important. All collections are very important. Okay, all collections are very important. When we will use that, we'll discuss. Okay, before that, we will just go and remember this method. We will just go and use this, remember this method. Now go to here. The first one is, see, put method right here. Put method. Okay, put method. Click on this one. Key and value pairs right. See here. Put is nothing but key. Here we are trying to, they are writing string. Okay, that is another example. Now first we will just go and find methods. Now coming into here, system dot debug. Okay, what is the map size? Map size is, we have size method is there. Which map size? ma. Okay, right, size. Okay, how many elements are there in this particular map? It will execute. Okay, execute highlighted one. Now go to here, execute highlighted one. Now go to here, what is the size of this particular map? Debug only. Size is 4 only, right? 4 elements are there, right, in this particular map. So map size is nothing but 4. Okay, we have one more method. Okay, this method regularly we will use. So these methods regularly we will use. Here you have to observe key set is one method right here. Key set is, before key set we will go with the isempty method. Okay, isempty method, size methods are regular methods in any collections. System dot debug, system.debug is empty. Okay, is empty and is empty. Okay, which method we have to use? Wherever it is possible we will go with the is empty only. Why means it will check the first element. Yes, there is the element, then I will not check anything whether how many elements are there. I will not check, I will not go inside into the map. Okay, first element only I will check. So there is no empty, so that's why is empty we will use wherever it is possible. Okay, here it is nothing but false. Then now coming into key set, here you have to observe below they will provide the information. Returns a set that contains all of the keys in the map. We will not understand what exactly this terminology, we will not understand clearly. Then what we have to do? Click on this key set. Click on this key set. Here you have to observe they are using key set. They are using key set, right? So then what we have to do here? You will just go and add. You will just go and create one map. You will just go and create one map for our understanding purpose. Okay, you will just go and add methods. Then directly you will come into here and you have to add it as a key set. Map dot ma dot key set. Map dot key set. We will not directly understand this terminology. Okay, we will not directly understand this terminology. First you will just go and execute, then you will come here and you have to read this one, then we will understand. Map dot key set, we will just go and execute this one. Let's see what it will happen. Execute highlighted. Okay, go to here, go to here, debug only, debug only. See here, map dot key set, what here it is giving? Map key set, what here it is giving is nothing but, so it is giving only keys. It is giving only keys, 1 2 7 8. See here it is giving only keys, right? Sometimes we need only keys. First you have to get the keys, then which method we have to use? From which map? From this map I want to get only keys. Map dot key set, it will give only keys. Now we have one more method, that is nothing but values is one more method. Now here you have to returns a set that contains all of the keys in the map. Now we are understanding. Okay, now we understand, right? First we have to execute some piece of code, then we have to read, then we will easily understand, then we will easily understand. Now coming into here, we have values method is there, right? See here you have to observe values. First you will just go and execute this one. You will just go and execute this one. Now copy this one, go to here, system.debug, map values, ma dot values. Now try to execute this code, execute highlighted. Now go to here, go to here, debug only, debug only. Values means we are getting only values, right? When we will use this case set, when we will use this values, forget about that. We have to remember. Suppose I will ask you, get all the keys from the map, then we are in a position ma dot key set one method is there. Now I will ask you, go and get all the values from the map, where we are in a position to write ma dot values. By using values method we have to fetch all the values. Why we have to fetch? What is the purpose? We'll discuss going forward. So key set values. Now the next one is, this is very important. System dot debug. In this map, 7 is there or not? 7 is there or not? I want to check. If 7 is there, then I want to get the associated value. This is very important. Regularly we will use this method. Okay, my requirement is we want to check in this map 7 is there, 7 is there. Okay, 7 is there, so we will just go and use contains key method. Contains key method, we will just go and use it. Plus ma dot contains key. Which one we are trying to checking? 7. Which one we are trying to checking? 7. In this map contains key is there or not, means 7 is there or not. If 7 is there, means the system what it will do? It will display true or false. It will display true. Yes, 7 is there. We have this method contains key method. Contains key methods here. contains key, return true if the map contains a mapping for the specified key. Map contains a mapping for the specified key. We have to check my requirement is we have one map. In that map we have to check whether this key is there or not. This key is there or not. Then how we are going to check? Map dot contains key. Map dot contains key. Yes, it is there. Then I want to get that particular value. If it is there, then I want to get that particular value is nothing but get 7. Okay, get to 7. Get to 7. You will just go and use get to 7. Okay, get 7. Get 7 means what it will give? The associated value here it will give. The associated value with the get 7, with the get 7, what is the value associated? That associated value it will give. For example, I will just go and execute this one. Execute highlighted. Now go to here, and debug only see here. The associated value is nothing but x, right? Value, the associated value is nothing but here x. Here it is contains true. Contains true means yes. Okay, for example, I will just go and put like 9. I'm just putting like 9. Now I will just go and execute this one. Execute highlighted, like execute highlighted. Okay, but it should display an error message. Let's see. See, null it is displaying, right? Null here it is displaying. There is no 9. There is no 9. Then it is displaying as a null. There is no 9. Then it is displaying as a null. Okay. Here in the Salesforce, whenever we are writing a programming, suppose there is no value, then it will always return a null only. Just observe here. It will always return a null only. It will always return null. If there is no value, then always return null only. Null. Just remember this one. Okay, just remember this one. So this is a map. These are the syntaxes. Now my requirement is define a map with strings. So map of string. Okay, it is not like that first parameter is always integer, second parameter is like string. It is not like that. Based on our requirement, we will just go and write a map. Based on our requirement, we will just go and create a map of strings.
Or
Yeah,
moving
yes,
to here, does it accept the duplicate values?
yeah,
The key.
we will verify. So that is our question, right? Ma dot put of, see here, 9. Again I will just go and give it as a 2, and the associated value this time I will give it as a f. Okay, let's see here. I am adding 2 times 2. I am adding. Okay, the values are different. Let's see. We will just go and execute.
Could you please, and if you don't mind, could you please change the line number 23 to contains key of 2?
2. Okay, we will print. Okay, now I will just go and execute this one. Okay, go to here, execute highlighted. This value only it will take. The latest value is there, right? So first we add it. So it will override with this value, the latest value. Let's see, go to our debug logs. Debug only. So first of all, here you have to observe. First here only we are trying to printing, right? Here only we are trying to printing. Here you have to observe 1a, 2f. The last, which one latest we are adding, that value it will override. Okay, this value it will remove. So key is same, the value it will remove and it will override with this value. So 1a, 2f, 7x, 8u. Okay, so whenever we are adding duplicate values, 2 we are adding 2 times. So duplicate key. What is the value? What is the latest one we are adding? If we are latest one we are adding, right? This value, old value, it will line number 14th it will replace with the line number 17th. Line number 17th. Now
So
go to line. Yes.
So in that case, the size came as 4.
Yeah, size is 4. If go to here, we will just go and verify. Size is 4, right? Here you have to observe map 4.
Okay.
I forgot, this also one important point. Duplicate keys. For example, I am adding 2 here. Here you have to observe. Two times we are adding. Then how it will treat is nothing but the latest one, whatever the latest value we are trying to adding, right? Then that value it will take. For example, go to here ma dot put. I will not add anything to the key. Okay, I will just go and put like null. Just we will verify this one whether it will execute or not. Sometimes they will ask, sometimes they will ask null keys are accepted or not. We will just go and verify here. Execute highlighted. Okay, go to here, go to here, debug only, see null keys are accepted, right? Suppose I will not provide any value, the associate, I will not provide any key, but value I provided. Means key here it is nothing and associated value. Sometimes they will ask in interview, null keys are accepted in the map. Yes, null keys are accepted. Okay, null means there is no value, but here there is no key, the associated value is there. Okay, just in interview also they will ask. Now coming into here, this is important. So whenever we are adding two elements with the same key, then which value it will take means latest value here it will take. Okay, latest value here it will take. Any questions on this one? Okay, now coming into here, I am trying to creating one more map, string. Okay, we are trying to creating one more map, string. Okay, string. And suppose we want to add the elements, how we are going to add the elements? Map of strings dot put of string means a, this is the key, and the next one is the associated value. Like that you will just go and add it here. So map the first parameter key should be any data type, the associated value, this value is also any data type. So map is nothing but it is an Apex class, it is a key value pairs. Map methods are, these are the map method, size is empty, key set values contains key, get methods are there. Okay, we can define any parameter, key is anything and associated values are anything. For example, I will just go on to put like a map of id and the next one is integer. What is id here? What is id? Why we are using ids here? So that is nothing but record ids. Right? Record id in the Salesforce, every record as id, right? Every record as id, that is nothing but here id. Here that is nothing but here id. So we can write in any format, okay. In this format only we have to write in these data types as a key, and these data types are values. It is not like that. Key is any data type, values are any data type, as our wish, based on our requirement. This is completely map. We have to remember all these methods. Since first how to write a method, okay, and how to add the elements to this particular method, and the size method, is empty method, key set method, values method, contains key. Just remember contains key. If it is there, then I want to get the value. Contains key, get method, these methods regularly we will use. Contains key, get method regularly we will use. Where we will use, why we will use, we'll discuss. Okay, this is map. Now again I am going with the list only. Again I am trying to go with the list here. Write a list. In that list you have to store 5 integers. That is my requirement. Create one list with integers. In that list you have to go and add 5 integers. That is my requirement. Okay, so how we are going to write? List of integer. Okay, L is equals to new list of integer. Okay, integer. Now how to add the elements to the list? L dot add of 3, and the next one is L dot add of 2, any order. Okay, L dot add of 5. Okay, and the next one is L dot add of 6. You can just go and add any number of elements. L dot add of 2. Okay, L dot add of 4. Okay, or anything. Okay, 4. This is my list. Now my requirement is here. Okay, if this list is having 6, then I want to perform some business logic. So I have one list. We have one list. What is my list? This is my list. Okay, this is my list. In this list, some elements. This is my list. In this list, 3 is there, 2 is there, 5 is there, 6 is there, 4 is there. Now my requirement is verify this list. In this list, if there is a 6, then I want to perform some logic. That is my requirement. How to check? Each and every element we have to check it, right? Each and every element we have to check. Each and every element. This is a 6, this is a 6, this is a 6, this is a 6, this is a 6. Each and every element we have to check. So my requirement is write one list. In that list, you will just go and add the elements. And yes, we added the elements. Now assume that this is my list. So my requirement is verify this list. Each and every element you have to verify. If any element is with the 6, then you have to perform this logic. That is my requirement. Here my next question, how to check each and every element from the list? How to check or verify each and every element from the list? Each and every element from the list. Each and every element from the list. How to verify? How to verify is nothing but we will just go and use for loop here. We will use for loop. We will use for loop here. Okay, we will use for loop. We want to verify each and every element. Why we have to verify? I'm in the list, some elements are there. If that list contains 6, then I want to perform some logic. That is my requirement. That is my requirement. Okay, then we have to check the list, right? I don't know how many elements are there in this list. How many elements are there in this list? What are the elements are there in this list? I don't know. My logic, my requirement is if 6 is there, then you have to perform something. That is my requirement. Then we have to check each and every element from this list, right? How we are going to check is nothing but in the Apex we will just go and use for loop here. The syntax for the for loop is see for loop, for open bracket, close bracket, open curly braces, close curly braces. Okay, close curly braces. Then the next one is your list here. List, your list here, the list, whatever the list we have to test it, right? We have to verify, right? That list here. In this list, what is the element data type? What is the element data type? That element data type here we have to use it. The element data type in this list contains some elements, right? That element data type here we have to use it. And here reference variable, reference variable. This is my syntax. This is my syntax. So now we will test for this one, then you will understand the syntax. Okay, you will understand this syntax. Now for loop, first of all, why we have to go with the for loop? I want to check, I have one list. In that list 6 element is there or not, I have to verify. Then what is the solution? Only option is for loop. We have to go with the for loop only. Then what is the syntax for the for loop? For loop, open bracket, close one, open bracket, close one. Then which list you are trying to checking? This list, right? This list. So you have to go and verify L here. You have to go and verify L here. Then in the list, what is the data type? In the list is having some elements. Elements data type is what? Elements data type is nothing but integer, right? You will just go and put integer. And here you will just go and put any variable. You will just go and put any variable here. So this is my list. In this list we have to verify 6 is there or not. That's why we are using for loop. That's why here we are using for loop. So first I am taking this list. In this list, what is the data type of each element? Integer. That's why I'm taking, this is my reference variable. Now I will just go and print it, system.debug I is. Okay, I is here. You have to observe I. Now I will just go and execute this one. I will just go and execute this one. Okay, we will execute. You have any questions, we will discuss. Okay, I have any question, we will discuss. This is my list. This is my list. My requirement is in this list 6 is there or not. If 6 is there, then I want to perform. Okay, then how to check each and every element from the list means we will just go and use for loop. So what is the syntax for the for loop is nothing. For loop, open bracket, close bracket. Which list we are trying to checking? This list we are trying to checking, right? In this list, what is the data type? Each element data type integer, right? That's why we have to use integer. And what is it? This is called reference variable. So this is called the reference variable. Whenever we are using this syntax, the system what it will check? This is my list, right? Okay, this is my list. One second. Whenever we are using this syntax, what system it will do? I will explain. Then we will execute. See, whenever we are using this syntax, what system it will do? So line number 13th, the system it will store like this. So line number 14th, 3, 2, 5, 6, 4. Okay, now coming into here line number 20, we are checking this list. This is my list. means here it will come. This is the list. In this list, how many elements are there? 3, 2, 5, 6, 4. All elements are there. All elements are there. Now system first it will take 3 element. First it will take 3 element. It will assign into I. Yes. In the I is 3. Now again it will go to here and it will take this one 2. Yes. From L, from this particular list, it will take 2 and it will assign to I. In the I, now what is the second one? 2 is there. Now again from the list, what is the element? 5 is there. 5 it will take and it will assign into here. Like this it will check each and every element. We will just go and execute this logic and we will verify. Execute, highlighted this one. Now go to here and go to debug only. Here you have to observe the same thing, right? Again I will just go and execute this one. Execute, highlighted. Go to here. One second. Again we will just go and execute, highlighted. Let's see. Yeah, now here it is coming. Logs. Yeah, logs are coming. Debug only. Here you have to observe. First, in this list, how many elements are there? 3 is there. That's why here it is taking I is 3. Okay. First element from the list it will take and it will assign to the I. Now in the I, first time the value is 3. Okay. Now the next one is it will go to the next element. What is the next element? 2. Yes, it will assign to 2 to I. Then it will enter into here. I is 2. Now the next element is what? 5 it will take from the list. It will assign to the I. It will enter into for loop. In I, 5 is there. Again it will come out of this for loop. Okay, here it will take the next element 6. It will assign to the I, and in I 6 is there. Now again it will go to here. From it will assign to the 4 to the I. It will enter into for loop. System.debug is nothing but I is 4. So here my requirement is, if I is equals to 4, then I want to I is equal to 6 means I want to perform something, right? I is equal to 6 means I want to perform something. I is equals to 6, then I want to perform something, means we have to go and write if condition here. How to write a if condition? The syntax for the if condition is nothing but if, open bracket, close bracket, open curly braces, close curly braces. Here we have to write our condition. If condition is satisfied, then only it will enter into this loop. Otherwise it will not enter into this loop. Condition is satisfied. Here I am writing my condition. If I, what is my condition? I equals to, not single equals to. In if condition we have to write double equals to. If I is equals to 6, then enter into this curly braces and you have to perform this logic. Okay, finally I'm just writing like this: system.debug, enter into if condition, enter into here. I will just go and print here. Okay, so we are trying to verifying this list. How we are verifying this list? Each and every element we have to verify. If there is a 6, then we have to perform something. So first we have to, how to verify the element, how to iterate each and every element, how to check each and every element, means we will just go and use for loop here. For loop, open bracket, close bracket, open curly braces, close curly braces. Then which list we are trying to checking? This list we are trying to checking. Yes. In this list, what are the elements are there? So what is the data type? Integer. Yes, you have to specify the integer. Now the first value I will take. The first value is 3. So I will assign that first value to here I. So I is, we will technically call a reference variable. So from the list, first it will take the 3 value and it will assign into I and it will enter into here. Here it will check I is equal to 3. No, I is equal to 6. If I is equal to 6, then only I will enter inside into this if condition. Here you have to observe this is checking, but checking means we have to use double equals to. Assignment we have to use only single equals to. See here, this is nothing but assignment, right? Integer I is equals to 10. integer I is equals to 10. We are just assigning the value right here, but here we are trying to checking. Okay. So here we are using double equals to. Here we are using double equals to. So now the next one is nothing but second. The next one is nothing but here the second element it will take. Yes, I, it will enter, it will assign 2 to the I. It will assign 2 to the I. Now it will enter into here. Yes, it will go to this if condition. I is equals to 2. No, not satisfied. Now again coming into here. It will check L, 5 is there. 5 it will assign to the I. In the I now what is the data? 5. 5 double equals to 6. No, not equals to. Now again it will come into here. So from L it will take 6 element. The next element automatically it will take. How it will take means there is predefined logic. So it will take next element. In the from I, yes, now in the I 6 is there. 6 is equals to 6. Then it will perform this logic. In this way we will check each and every element. Suppose we want to check each and every element from the list. Then you will just go and use for loop. Suppose we want to check each and every element from the set, then you will just go and use for loop. So suppose we want to check each and every element from the map, we will just go and use for loop here. So this is if condition. Any questions on this one or any confusion? Okay.
We can
We'll
use
go on.
contains method. We can use contains method to check whether the element is there.
Yes,
There are
we
methods
can use method
without
also.
writing for loop.
Yeah. Okay. Any questions on this one here? For learning for loop, I just added this one. Otherwise, we will go with contains method. Yeah. This is the for loop syntax. Any questions on this one? For loop syntax. For example, coming in here, I have one set of integer. For example, set of string I have. Okay, set of string I have s is equals to new set of string. Okay, new set of string. Okay, new set of string. So now we will just go and add the elements to this particular s dot add of yes dot add of a. Okay, you will just go and use it s dot add of a. You will just go and add some elements like this. Now I want to iterate. I want to check each and every element from this particular set. How to verify? For loop, open bracket, close one, open curly braces. Which one you have to verify? Either it is a set or list, it doesn't matter. Which one you have to verify? Now in this case, I want to verify set. Yes, you have to use it. Then the next one is what? In this is set, what are the elements are there? Yes is there, A is there. What is the data type? That data type is nothing but a string here. Then we have to go and use one reference variable. Now the system, what it will do? It will take yes. In this yes is a variable, s is a value, right? That s value it will assign into s1. It will enter into this for loop. Suppose we want to print, it will just go and use it like s1 plus s1 here. So in this way we will just go and use for loop. Finally, why we are going to use for loop? Whether it is a set, list, map, to iterate each and every element, to check each and every element, we will just go and use for loop here. So what is the format? Which list we are trying to checking? In this list, elements are there, right? What is the data type of each and every element? Then this is the one. Then the next one is this is the reference variable. Okay. This is for today's session. In the next session, we will enter into our Salesforce. This is for today's session.